A set of premium tires can easily cost $800 or more today. But what if I told you that some of the best value tires on the market are built by the very same companies making those expensive brands? Today, I'm going to show you 5 tire brands most drivers completely ignore, why they're able to sell for so much less, and how to tell the difference between a hidden gold mine and a tire that simply isn't worth your money. Number 1. Laufenn. Most drivers have never heard of Laufenn. It doesn't have the name recognition of Michelin, Goodyear, or Bridgestone, so many people assume it must be a lower quality tire. In reality, Laufenn is the value brand of Hankook, one of the world's largest tire manufacturers and a company that supplies original equipment tires to manufacturers including BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Hyundai, and Kia. Laufenn was created to serve drivers who wanted dependable performance without paying for a premium brand name. What's interesting is that many Laufenn tires are developed using the same engineering expertise and manufactured within Hankook's global production network. That doesn't mean every Laufenn tire is identical to a Hankook tire. Different tire lines use different compounds, tread designs, and performance targets, but it does mean you're buying from a company with decades of engineering experience, rather than an unknown manufacturer. This is also where understanding today's tire market becomes important. Modern tires aren't made from rubber alone. They're built using natural rubber, synthetic rubber, steel belts, silica, petroleum-based compounds, textiles, carbon black, and dozens of other materials. As fuel prices fluctuate, shipping costs increase, energy prices change, or tariffs affect global trade, manufacturers face higher production costs. Some companies pass nearly all of those increases directly to consumers. Others are often better positioned to absorb some of those costs because they manufacture at enormous scale, operate multiple production facilities around the world, and own several brands serving different price points. That's one reason understanding who actually manufactures your tire can be just as important as recognizing the name printed on the sidewall. It's also one of the easiest ways to become a smarter tire buyer. Whenever you're comparing tires, pay attention to 4 things. Check the treadwear rating, verify the load rating, and speed rating match your vehicle. Find out who actually manufactures the tire, and always check the DOT manufacturing date so you know how old the tire is. We'll come back to each of those as we go through the rest of the list. For drivers looking for dependable everyday performance at a lower price, Laufenn is one of the strongest value brands worth considering. Before we continue, before you buy any tire, no matter which brand you choose, always check these 4 things before spending your money. Treadwear rating, load, and speed rating. Manufacturer behind the brand. DOT manufacturing date. Those 4 checks tell you far more about a tire's true value than the logo on the sidewall. Now, let's continue. Number 2. Kumho. Kumho might be one of the most misunderstood tire brands on the market. Ask the average driver about Kumho, and you'll often hear the same response. They're just cheap tires. That assumption has probably cost more people money than they realize. Here's what most drivers don't know. Kumho has been building tires for more than 60 years and is one of the world's largest tire manufacturers. It's also an original equipment supplier for manufacturers including BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and Kia. Luxury automakers don't choose tire suppliers because they're inexpensive. They choose them because they meet demanding standards for safety, durability, ride quality, braking performance, and engineering. So why does Kumho often cost noticeably less than premium brands? Part of the answer comes down to how the tire business works. Building a tire isn't just about rubber. Every tire contains natural rubber, petroleum-based synthetic rubber, steel, silica, carbon black, and other specialized materials. Those costs rise and fall with oil prices, shipping costs, energy prices, and global supply chains. Large manufacturers like Kumho have the scale to purchase materials in massive volumes, operate multiple production facilities, and spread manufacturing costs across millions of tires. That efficiency helps them remain competitive without necessarily sacrificing quality. Another reason is branding. Some manufacturers invest enormous amounts building premium brand recognition, and those marketing costs become part of the final selling price. Kumho has traditionally focused more heavily on manufacturing and engineering than positioning itself as a premium lifestyle brand. This is also why understanding who actually manufactures your tire matters. Two brands can have very different prices while still coming from manufacturers with decades of engineering experience. That's one of the 4 things I always recommend checking before buying any tire. That creates an opportunity for buyers who care more about real-world performance than the logo on the sidewall. Here's another fact many drivers don't realize. The Kumho tires installed on a brand new vehicle often aren't identical to the replacement tires you'll buy later. Original equipment tires are frequently built to an automaker's specific cost and performance requirements. Replacement tires sold through tire retailers may use different compounds, tread designs, warranties, and performance characteristics. That's why judging an entire brand based on one factory-installed set can be misleading. Who should buy Kumho? Drivers looking for dependable daily transportation, commuters, families, and anyone wanting an excellent balance between comfort, performance, and value. Biggest mistake buyers make. Don't judge Kumho based on the tires that came on a new vehicle years ago. Instead, compare the specific replacement model, its treadwear rating, warranty, independent test results, and owner reviews. You may discover you're paying significantly less without giving up the performance that actually matters for everyday driving. Number 3. General Tire. General Tire is one of the easiest brands to overlook. Most people see it sitting on the shelf and assume it's simply a mid-priced alternative to the bigger names. That's exactly why it deserves a closer look. Here's what many drivers don't realize. General Tire is owned by Continental, one of the world's largest tire manufacturers, and a company known for supplying premium tires to automakers around the world. That relationship matters for one simple reason. Developing an entirely new tire costs millions of dollars in research, engineering, testing, and real-world validation. Companies like Continental don't throw that investment away after one product generation. Instead, proven technology often works its way into other brands within the company's portfolio. That means some of the engineering developed for premium Continental tires eventually finds its way into General Tire products after it's already been tested, refined, and proven in the real world. And that's one reason General is able to offer such strong value. You're not necessarily paying for the newest innovation, you're often benefiting from technology that's already earned its reputation. For many everyday drivers, that's a smart trade. It's also why comparing treadwear ratings and expected tire life is often more useful than comparing sticker prices alone. A tire that lasts significantly longer may deliver better value over time, even if it costs a little more upfront. Here's another advantage many people overlook. Large manufacturers like Continental purchase enormous quantities of natural rubber, synthetic rubber, steel, silica, and other raw materials used to build tires. Those purchasing economies, combined with global manufacturing and distribution networks, help them control costs while continuing to support multiple brands at different price points. That's one reason understanding the company behind the tire is often just as important as understanding the brand printed on the sidewall. Who should buy General Tire? Drivers looking for dependable all-season performance, families who want long tread life, SUV, crossover, and light truck owners looking for excellent value without sacrificing reliability. Biggest mistake buyers make. Most shoppers compare only the sticker price. Instead, compare the total value. Look at the warranty, check the treadwear rating, read independent owner reviews. Sometimes, paying a little more gives you significantly longer tread life. Other times, a lower-priced tire delivers nearly the same performance for far less. The smartest buyers don't ask which tire is cheapest. They ask, which tire gives me the best value over the life of the tire? Number 4. Cooper. Most drivers think Cooper is simply an old American tire brand that's been around forever. What many people don't realize is that Cooper became part of Goodyear in 2021, bringing one of America's most trusted value brands under the umbrella of one of the world's largest tire manufacturers. That changes the conversation. When a company like Goodyear acquires another manufacturer, it doesn't just acquire a brand name. It gains additional manufacturing capacity, engineering expertise, research facilities, purchasing power, and a larger global distribution network. Why does that matter to you? Because modern tires aren't priced based on rubber alone. Every tire is made using natural rubber, petroleum-based synthetic rubber, steel, silica, carbon black, and other specialized materials. Add in manufacturing, transportation, energy costs, global shipping, and supply chain fluctuations, and it's easy to see why tire prices can change so dramatically. Large manufacturers like Goodyear have the scale to purchase raw materials in enormous volumes, operate manufacturing facilities around the world, and spread research and development costs across multiple brands. That efficiency helps brands like Cooper remain competitively priced while benefiting from the resources of one of the industry's largest manufacturers. It's another reminder that the name on the sidewall is only part of the story. Understanding who actually manufactures the tire often tells you much more about its value than the brand name alone. That doesn't mean every Cooper tire is identical to every Goodyear tire. Different product lines are designed for different drivers, different budgets, and different performance needs. If you're looking for maximum track performance or specialized winter capability, one of Goodyear's premium tire lines may still be the better choice. But for everyday commuting, family vehicles, pickup trucks, and SUVs, Cooper continues to offer one of the strongest value propositions on the market, delivering dependable performance without requiring drivers to pay premium brand prices. Who should buy Cooper? Drivers looking for dependable all-season performance, pickup truck and SUV owners, families who want durability, comfort, and long-term value. Biggest mistake buyers make no. Many people still judge Cooper based on opinions from 10 or 20 years ago. The company has evolved, and so have its products. Instead of relying on an outdated reputation, compare the specific tire you're considering. Look at the warranty, treadwear rating, independent testing, and long-term owner reviews. The smartest buyers don't ask, which tire is cheapest? They ask, which tire gives me the best value over the life of the tire? Number 5. Sailun. Now let's talk about the brand that surprises almost everyone. Unlike the other companies on this list, Sailun isn't owned by Michelin, Goodyear, Continental, or Hankook. It's an independent manufacturer. At first, that might sound like a disadvantage. But here's why so many value-conscious drivers are paying attention. Instead of competing as a luxury brand, Sailun has spent the last 2 decades investing heavily in manufacturing technology, research, and modern production facilities, while keeping its focus on delivering practical performance at an affordable price. That allows the company to compete differently. Unlike premium manufacturers that spend heavily on global branding and marketing, Sailun focuses on delivering value where many everyday drivers notice it most: the price tag. That doesn't mean Sailun is better than premium brands. It means it's solving a different problem. Modern tire prices are influenced by far more than the cost of rubber. Manufacturers also face fluctuating prices for petroleum-based synthetic rubber, steel, silica, transportation, shipping, and energy. Large global brands often pass those costs along while continuing to support premium positioning in the marketplace. Sailun takes a different approach. Rather than competing for the premium badge, it competes by offering dependable everyday performance at a significantly lower price point. Of course, there are trade-offs. Some owners report that certain Sailun models become noisier as they wear, and drivers looking for maximum track performance, premium ride refinement, or specialized winter capability may still prefer one of the premium manufacturers. But here's the question every smart buyer should ask: are you paying for performance you'll actually use? That's also why it's important to think about cost per mile instead of simply looking at today's purchase price. The best tire isn't always the cheapest one. It's the one that delivers the best long-term value for the way you actually drive. If your vehicle spends most of its time commuting, taking the kids to school, running errands, or traveling on normal highways, you may never notice the difference between a premium tire and a well-designed value tire. That's why understanding your driving habits is just as important as understanding the tire itself. Who should buy Sailun? Budget-conscious drivers, families replacing all 4 tires at once, drivers looking for dependable everyday performance without paying premium brand prices. Biggest mistake buyers make. 4. Some people assume Sailun is junk simply because it's inexpensive. Others assume every inexpensive Sailun tire is automatically a bargain. Neither assumption is correct. Always evaluate the specific model you're considering. Compare the warranty. Check the treadwear rating. Read independent testing and long-term owner reviews. Then decide whether the additional cost of a premium tire will actually deliver benefits you'll notice behind the wheel. The 5-minute tire buying checklist. Now, let's put everything together. The smartest tire buyers don't ask, "What's the cheapest tire?" They ask, "What's the best value for the way I drive?" Before you buy your next set of tires, remember these 5 checks. First, look beyond the brand name. Find out who actually manufactures the tire. As you've seen throughout this video, the company behind the tire often tells you far more than the logo printed on the sidewall. Second, check the treadwear rating. A tire with a higher treadwear rating may cost a little more today, but it could save you money over the life of the tire. Third, verify the load rating and speed rating. Buying the wrong specification can reduce safety, affect handling, and shorten the life of your tires. Fourth, check the DOT manufacturing date. A tire that's been sitting in a warehouse for years may not perform the way you expect, even if it's never been driven on. Market conditions change, but buying an older tire at today's prices rarely works in your favor. Fifth, think about cost per mile, not just cost per tire. Instead of asking which tire is cheapest, ask which tire gives me the best value over its entire lifespan. That's how informed consumers shop. Final thoughts. Premium tires absolutely have their place. If you regularly drive in severe winter conditions, demand maximum performance, tow heavy loads, or push your vehicle to its limits, spending more may be the right decision. But for millions of everyday drivers, there are outstanding value brands that deliver dependable performance while saving hundreds of dollars. The goal isn't to buy the cheapest tire, the goal is to understand what you're paying for. Once you understand who manufactures the tire, how it's engineered, and how to compare real value instead of marketing, it becomes much harder for anyone to upsell you. That's how you stop overpaying. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more practical, research-backed advice that helps you become a smarter car owner, avoid expensive mistakes, and get the best value every time you spend money on your vehicle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.